If I have to go to benefit us my spirit. If he doesn't my spirit, it is difficult for people to follow my instructions. The reason why some of you sit in this church for many years and you do not even feel that you belong to or belong to these churches because you do not engage my spirit. No matter how long you are with me, no matter how long Judas Iscariot stayed with Jesus, he never had his spirit. No wonder he was ever contrary with what Jesus was doing. They are giving the best to Jesus. He says what? He says, this nice sweet aroma perfume should have been given to the poor. Found money, we sell it and we give to the poor the money. Jesus responded, my friend, the only person who can say that is somebody who do not have your spirit yet. Do you know why your wife is ever against your decisions? Do you know why your husband is ever against your suggestions? He doesn't have your spirit. I don't need to understand this. I don't understand this. Maybe I know your question, but the next question, how can he get my spirit now? Oh. For any person, two people to work together and do one thing together, they must be in agreement. That agreement means your spirit and somebody's spirit and his spirit rather, they are working together. That means you have exchanged spirits. You are in agreement with what the spirit is saying. So this is what God said to Moses. He said this, bring me the 70 people. The 70 people, bring them to me. Those you will choose yourself. Not what I will choose. Those you will choose, Moses, yourself. And I thought God will say, I will put in them my spirit in them. But shockingly, God tells me, and the Bible tells us, that God said, I will take your spirit and put in them. I will take your what? Your spirit and put in them. Why? So whatever Moses speaks, they will listen. Whatever they speak, it is what Moses wants. Whatever they will do, it is what Moses desires to be done by them. The reason why you do contrary from your husband, you're no longer having the same spirit. The reason why you do contrary to your husband, it is because you are not having the same spirit. You have different spirits. There are two spirits in one house. There are two people in one house. You are no longer one. You're not yet one. You are two. You are two. If you desire to be one in the house, husband. I don't know why. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because this is Sunday, not campus. Go and have the spirit that your husband has. Go and have the spirit that your wife has. Then you work together. Then you prosper. Failure to that, you will stay together for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. You have different spirits. You will not do anything. No, why? You are not in agreement. Why? Because whatever you suggest to your husband, you say no. Whatever your husband brings to you, you will say no. So at the end of the day, even no proper use, because you are not in agreement. You have different spirits. My brother, my sister, how long have you been working? If you calculate your 20 years or 10 years of working, times 4,000 that you get paid, times 10,000 that you get paid. How much is that? Don't you think you would have done something in that 200,000? But up to now, let's celebrate one house that you have. One house. One house. Let's celebrate. I feel pity for one man I know. He's too positive. He went and walked into my office, and I was handling his issue, one of the issues. It's not the name of the stage. There is this, people are just jealous of me because they're calling out them sexual therapy. And I didn't know, man. I said, your yard, not your house. Your entire yard and your neighbor's yard is somebody's house. Do you know what I said?
Yes.
Even said, I have built a house in section 3B. So people are jealous of me. Who are jealous of you? Who? Section 3B. 15 by 20 yard. And you built a house. You know my section? It's 15 by 20. It's low cost. You possess what? We have a reason to remain simple. Human, be humble and humility. Because we don't own ourselves. We don't own our power. So we as sections, we have our reason to be humble. 15 by 20. And somebody's posting in my office, I have built a house. People are jealous of me. Who are jealous of your son? Sir. Your yard and your neighbor's yard and your neighbor's yard. Where is some kind You are saying innocent. One house is wasted. One house is talking about labor jealousy. One house is you would have done bigger things if you are one spirit with your wife. If you are one spirit with your boyfriend. If you have one spirit with your fiancé. If you have one spirit with your husband, you would have done a lot. But because you're two spirits living together, contrary to each other, we live like rats and cats. If I just say amen. Amen. Come on, if you just say amen. Amen. There is something that you must get. Try this yourself down. Let your husband be your husband. Let your wife be your wife. Try this. Don't be a champion. Don't be a leader over a leader. Be a leader of yourselves. Be a leader of yourself. Try that to be yourself. Let your husband be your husband. And let your wife be your wife. Have one spirit, then you do better things. Amen. But if you want to be yourself? I'm a man. I must be a man. Okay, you be a man. No problem. But God says it is not good for a man. You want to be a man, and God said it's not good for a man. Take alone. Have a spirit. Do you know why street kids go for it now? How can street kids at least 2 grade? But you don't go for it now. Unasema tefe. No kuma mara unasema wale yuma Mungu. No, not tefe. So because they have one what? They have one what? One spirit. You don't fall them. Don't fall them. The demons that are in him are the same demons in me. The same demons that are in him are the ones that are operating in me. So we know. Tell me no way. Was saying that I'm actually voice so then they have one spirit. If you can try with the same spirit with your husband, 20 quarters will be making sense.
Amen.
20 quarters. 20 quarters will be making sense. Have one spirit. Have one spirit. One spirit. One spirit. Have one what? One what? One spirit. With one spirit. Have one spirit with your boyfriend and it will work out. Don't be contrary to your boyfriend. What needs to manage it is actually what I'm talking about, boyfriend. Have one spirit with your man. Not your man says this and you also say what he's saying. You always be having disappointments in your relationships. If you try to vice versa, you be a man and you a girl, and the man be a lady and he's a man. There's no man. Do you know one thing in family? Anyone believe this story? If man needed man, if man needed man, God would have made another man to do with that man. But man did not need another man. Despite he needed help, he did need another what? Man. He needed somebody opposite, somebody contrary, somebody with a different sex to be with him. And that is your lady. So any moment a lady tries to be like a man, there will never be peace. There will never be peace. There will never be peace. That moment is the beginning of the destruction of that marriage or relationship. Let a man carry himself go in the bush. Let a woman remain looking for him to cook food for the man that's going to come. That way, you will. That way. Why are not cook nice food? I don't know. Any moment you drop it like that, you're no longer in the same spirit. You have different spirits. God bless you. How can you have responsibility? Start ambao usumi na kufiwa alefwaya. Emopashu wako kwa kuingia. Ambao usumi na kufiwa alefwaya. Emopashu wako ukakuingia. Ukasana vyati wa ambao kuchia. Efi alendo mtoka muri wose alikutana. Watu wachiti alendo mtomkani. Ndiya afi kwa shobela. No, we get says it. I don't know what says. The chapter of it says it. That says that you are having her spirit. So it's very easy to do what he or what she wants. Gehazi is my spirit, not with you. How did Gehazi get Elijah's spirit into him? It is by doing whatever the master wants. Let's not give his spirit. If you see me, most of you see, tell me, and sometimes I'll see you as if you're TB Joshua. Sometimes I'll see you as if you're just, you come back to yourself. Why do you see like that? How did I get the TB Joshua anointing, TB Joshua spirit? It's by doing what he likes and what he do. That's how you get the spirit. Very easy. If you want to get your husband's spirit, like what he likes, do what he wants. Oh, I was even thinking, you're thinking the same, you have the same spirit. How do you know you're no longer having the spirit? I am knowing. Any moment to be contrary to whatever he wants or she wants, then you know that this is the different person. Different people. Each time that we contrary. I don't know who needs this. I don't know why God tell me to. My mouth is going this direction. I don't know who needs this. But each time you are living a contrary life to each other, no! You have the different spirits. You need to go back to have one spirit. Then you work together. Amen. There was a moment you had one spirit. There was a time you had one spirit. There was a year, a day, a week, you had one spirit. And you worked well. Sugar. You are eating together. Chicken size, queen size, you are eating together. Not if you go there. Go back. When the relationship started, you had one spirit. When your marriage started, you had one spirit. Otherwise, they left him and went to pass off here. No one for them was At this time, I can't know what I saw. I can't saw. One of them fell down of him. She says, I'm Kula. Come on, if you're here, say, I love myself. I love myself. Oh, I want to say it again. I love myself. This is you tell yourself again. I love myself. Go back. If you want to go on with your fiancé, the easiest way, if you want to have his spirit, easiest way, what to wash one. All the sun one and one. Stefio and one. Stefio and the fly out. As long as the fia Ushibu, as long as the fia Rubengo, as long as the fia Contra of Galisa. Which? As long as the fia